Alright, the purpose of this video is to show you how to sign up for an ACT. If you haven't ever done that before, it's relatively simple, but it is going to take you some time. Probably takes you 20 to 30 minutes to sign up. And the reason is because they're going to take you through a bunch of questions, but it's like a profile. You'll have to enter your previous classes that you've taken, your interests, just quite an in-depth questionnaire about who you are and what you've been up to the last few years. And they will share these things with colleges, so that way you can get information from colleges that may have similar interests or will match up with your interests really well. So I'm at actstudent.org. So what you're going to do is you're going to either sign up or log in. So we'll click on that. Actually, before we do that, I want to show you some of the information over here on the left-hand side. Now, depending what semester you are taking this course in, of course, these dates might be different, so you're going to have to pay attention to that. But there's always a test in September, there's always one in October, there's always one in December, there's always one in February, April, and then of course the June test. And then the dates are going to be a little bit different depending on when you're taking this class. You can see here that they've already got the dates listed for the 2016-2017 courses or exams. So that's the test dates. The fees, it's going to cost you $39.50 to take the ACT without writing, $56.50 the ACT with writing. Now this is, I made this video in September of 2015, so hopefully those prices have not changed, and so you'll definitely need to check the fees just in case those prices are different now. If you have an IEP or if you are a special education student or have any disability at all, you do get accommodations, and that could mean up 50% time extension or special testing. So you'll want to check out the services for examinees with disabilities just in case to see if you do have a special education class or have an IEP. So you'll definitely want to check that out. So I'm going to go back here. The testing centers, most of you are probably going to want to take the test in Ozark, and I will tell you that the December test is usually given in Ozark. Notice the registration deadline is in November, very, very early November, but I will tell you that the Ozark testing site fills up quickly. So you're going to want to go ahead and register for that test now, all right, or very, very soon. I would say all seniors should be signed up for this December 12th test. Of course, you can take any test you want. You can take the ACT up to 12 times. And I don't know that too many people do, but I have known people that will take it 4 or 5 times just so they can try to get the score that they really wanted. There is proof, and research has shown that if you take the test multiple times, you do get a better score. Not only that, there are some colleges that will take the best score from each of your subject areas and build a new composite score. So like if the first time you took it, you did really well in math, but the second time you did it, your best score was in science. And the third time you took it, your best score was in reading. Regardless, they will take all your best scores and make a new composite. But you just have to decide, or you have to find out from the colleges if that's how they do it, or if they do some other method, or just actually take the regular score, or they score your top score overall, which is your best composite score. Alright, so we're going to go through here and show you how to register for the test. Online registration is the fastest method. You can register by mail if you want. I do want to remind you also too, the students that get free and reduced lunches at school can go to the counselor's office and get a waiver for up to 2 free ACTs. and that is super wonderful. So you should definitely take an advantage of that if you have if you get free or reduced lunches. I certainly would take advantage of that if it were me. But also to juniors, all juniors will be taking the ACT in April for free, courtesy of the state of Missouri. As of Missouri just started this. Last year was the first year, which would have been the April 2015 test date. You will take it during school. All right, I don't remember what day of the week it was, a Tuesday maybe or a Wednesday, but we'll spend 4 hours and all juniors will take that test for free. All right, so let's go in and just see what this website's all about here. You have a test prep site, which you're taking online ACT prep, so I don't know that you'd need that, but there's also a question of the day. There are sample test questions here, a test day checklist, what you can do to prepare for that. You might want to hit that. Just general test taking tips. This is a great place to go to just kind of review everything that we're going to be talking about in this course. The calculator tips is probably definitely something that I want to make sure that you see. This is review the latest information on permitted and prohibited calculators, if I can talk. And it does list out the calculators that are okay. And so it's really important that you read through that and make sure that your calculator is one that is acceptable. I will tell you that if you have a TI-84 or if you have a TI-30X2S, which is very, very common at our school, then you will be fine. All right, so let's go back to the very beginning, actstudent.org, and let's log in. All right, so you definitely want to go into the user ID and the password here and log in. I think I'm going to let you do that. It's pretty self-explanatory when you go through that, but my main thing here is that I want to make sure that you have that you know what to do. Be ready for this. You are going to have to submit a photo, a little digital photo, a headshot of yourself. So you'll want to have that ready. You're going to need to be able to print your test ticket and take that with you. It's called an admission ticket, so you're definitely going to want to do that. And you'll have to have a photo ID on the day of the test. But to sign up, basically you need a credit card and a picture, and everything else you should be able to do pretty easily. I think that's all. There's a lot of other things on this website that you can peruse at your leisure. I don't really need to go through all that with you. Scores, if I remember right, usually students will get their scores back within a couple weeks, and those will be digital. They will come back digital. But other than that, I think this is something that you really want to go through and look. Has a lot of college planning things, and retake the test, signing up past the deadline. Of course, if you miss the deadline, they're going to charge you extra for that. But main thing is I wanted you to know that Ozark is testing in December, and you will definitely want to get in on that before those seats fill up, because they do fill up before the November registration deadline. So if you have any questions, shoot us an email. Bye.